Alright, so tuple, this is spelled in sync with couple tuple. Okay, so tuple, and this is another data type. We have seen integer type, then string type, list, and now tuple. Tuple is another sequence data type that is similar to the list. Okay, and a tuple consists of a number of values separated by commas. So in the list also we had your brackets and then elements separated by comma. Here also you will find elements within parenthesis separated by commas. Okay, so this is how you identify. This is first one is brackets, is list or square brackets, we call it simply brackets or square brackets. This is curved brackets or simply parenthesis. Okay. Then the main difference between lists and tuples, we have both the types. Okay, so one is brackets, that is the first thing, parenthesis, and tuples are a read only lists. So read only list. So if we have to actually look at the difference between these two, so you can say tuple is a read only list. So you can read, and all the other whatever the slicing what we have been doing with respect to the lists will be applicable to tuple as well. I hope this is clear. Type 1 if it is clear so far. Just look at the code part and let me just put the date. So I am declaring a tuple here. So again, mixed data types. So I have string, number, integer, float, string and float, and also I have a tiny tuple. Let me just run this. So the first print statement will give me the entire tuple. Okay, and then we are accessing using the index. So 0, it starts with a 0, we all know it, and then we are doing a slicing 1 2 3. So it prints the two elements, the first and index 1 and index 2, and then second index onwards, and then we are doing a times 2, so it will repeat the tiny tuple, and then we are doing a kind of concatenation, and then it gives us the result. Clear? Let's look at nested tuples. Nested tuples, and then we have a tuple. So within that we have another tuple. Okay, and how do we access it? So 1 0 will give you 3. So likewise you can try the rest of the combinations. Okay, so you can also try 0 0 will give you this, 0 1 will give you this, 1 0 will give you this, 1 1 will give you this. Clear? Next is we look at something called tuple unpacking. Okay. Let's look at this tuple where I have three elements: Alice, 25 and engineer. Now I can assign this tuple to three variables, which is name, age and profession. And then if I start to print name, okay, so because I have assigned three variables to this, so the first value will be assigned to name, second will be to age, and third will be to profession. So if I run this, you get this output. This is how you unpack a tuple. So here in for we don't have to use what you call increment and then initialization, because each of your variable counter variable represents an element. But here in a while loop you need to increment it, okay, because we are accessing the elements using the index. Okay, so we initialize I with a 0 because index starts with a 0. So 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so we didn't have this fruits here. Let me just bring it on. So 0, 1 and 2. While I less than length of fruit, this will give me the length of your tuple. So let's print this length of fruits is 3, correct? So if I add, let's say length is double quote. Okay, now it is 4. I have to add okay, 4. So it gives me the number of elements in your tuple. Okay, so here we are getting the number of elements, which is 4. So I value is 0. 0 less than 4, is it true or false? So the first condition is satisfied because we have a 0, I value is 0, and then length of fruit is 4. So 0 less than 4 is true. Okay, so then it goes inside the while loop. Fruits of 0 is apple, it will print apple. Okay, then I value will get incremented. So I is equal to I plus 1. Now I value is 1. This will be constant throughout. So 1 less than 4 is true again, correct? So it will check here, 1 less than 4, correct? Then fruits of 1 is what? Banana. So it will print banana. It will increment. It will become 2 now. So 2 less than 4 is true. And then it will print fruits of 2, which is cherry. So it will print cherry. It will now become 3. I value will become 3. 3 less than 4 is again true. Now fruits of 3 is mango. It will print mango. Now it will become 4. 4 less than 4. Now this is false. So the loop ends. So this is the working of a while loop. Then to this person dictionary, we'll try to access the name, and also you can use a function called get of age. So this will return 30. So let me execute this, Alice and 30. We can also do this update items of the dictionary. So here we can add one more name and value, key and value pair, which is email, and then give a value to it, and also age, which is 30. You can update to 31, and then you can print this. Let's see what the output looks like. Now you have 4 elements. Earlier we had 3 elements, name and key and value pair, sorry, and you have 4 elements here. And also if you look at the age, it is updated.